Fishing isn't usually a dangerous adventure. It's literally just a bunch of people waiting around for a fish to maybe take the bait. But sometimes the catch is so insane that the whole thing ends up being a lot scarier than one would expect. From a mutant shark, and one with terrifyingly human-like teeth, to vampire fish. Here are 15 of the scariest fish ever captured by humans. Number 15. Good luck charm. In February of 2021, Abdullah Noren, a 48-year-old fisherman from Indonesia, caught a massive shark. When he got closer, he realized that the dead shark had been pregnant, with 3 pups inside. One of them left him speechless. It looked like a mutant, with human-like features and eyes at the bottom of its nose. Abdullah took it home and everyone wanted to see it. People even offered Abdullah money in exchange for the pup, but he never went for it. He believed that the fish was going to bring him good luck and ended up preserving it and keeping it at his home, like his very own good luck charm. Number 14. Black Devil. The anglerfish is one of the scariest deep-sea fish in the world. It looks terrifying and acts like it too. This fish has rows of sharp teeth and a bulb that they use to lure prey towards them. Once they're close enough, they emerge out of the waters and swallow them whole. In November of 2021, this insane predator of the deep sea made its way to the coastline of San Diego, where it was caught and sent over to researchers, making it one of a handful that has ever been seen. Number 13. Bloodsucker. The lamprey is a fish that just messes with everyone in its path. This blood-sucking eel-like fish barely ever makes it out of the water. But in September of 2021, a fisherman accidentally caught one while out on his usual fishing trip. One close look at that mouth with rows upon rows of teeth is enough to make anyone squirm. If this fish latches on, it's not really going to let go until it's sucked all of the blood it came for. Number 12. Maneater. There are only a few fish in the world that are as scary as the goonch fish. This fish is massive and has a huge mouth to go along with it. That mouth isn't just for show either. It means business. So much so that the goonch fish would even go after humans. Yup, this happened after the fish got a taste of human remains that were dumped into the seas after funerals. And well, if they're feeling up for it, they just end up going after alive people too. That's why it's so crazy to see this man in Thailand fish one after another like it's no big deal. Number 11. Stargazer. Northern stargazers are one of the scariest deep-sea fish in the world. They bury themselves in the sand, leaving just their terrifying faces and razor-sharp teeth out. To make matters worse, they can also send out an electric shock to subdue anything they want. But these guys aren't really something you'd expect to see near the water's surface, which is why it's so shocking that this man just casually caught one in 2018, checked it out, and let it go like it was just another fish in the sea. Number 10. Human fish. Sheepshead fish don't have super sharp shark-like teeth, but that doesn't mean they're not scary. This man caught one in 2013, and it'll make anyone shudder because it literally has human teeth. The whole set, not just one but several rows of it in its mouth. Sheepshead fish use these human teeth to break rocks to get their food, so it could easily rip through human flesh too, if it wanted to. Number 9. Giant squid. Squids usually keep to themselves in the depths of the sea, out of everyone's way. In the wild, they can hold their own pretty easily, and if a human threatens them, they're more than capable of taking them down too. This man was out kayak fishing in July of 2021, and he was expecting to maybe catch a fish or two, but what he got was a massive squid. When he measured it, the hood alone was over 18 inches. That's one of the biggest squids anyone has ever caught. Number 8. Massive shark. People don't normally go fishing for sharks, yet sometimes some get caught anyway. This group went out fishing in 2018 in the Bahamas and thought they'd just catch some small fish and have a good time, but ended up catching a 14-foot, 100-pound tiger shark instead. The men had initially caught a reef shark, but the tiger shark came in at the last second to eat it, getting trapped in the hook itself. Let's just say it's unlikely that anyone will have a bigger catch than that for a long time. Number 7. Tiny killer. Pufferfish are usually known as these cute little fish that puff up when they're threatened. A lot of people, like these men that caught one in 2018, think that they're just the cutest fish ever. These guys even joked around with it like it was totally harmless, when the reality is the opposite. Inside their bodies, they're harboring poison that's so strong that it's 1,200 times more poisonous than cyanide. One of these little balls of cuteness can easily kill 30 humans. So, the next time you see one, you might not want to touch it and run far away instead. Number 6. Dead and alive. Octopi aren't like sharks. They don't have giant sharp teeth that would scare anyone away, yet they're absolutely terrifying. That's something we tend to forget, because we don't really see a lot of these floating around on beaches near us. This octopus hunt, though, puts it in perspective just how scary these guys can be. Not only are they terrifying when they're alive, but they continue to breathe and move even after they've been cut in half. A fish that just doesn't give up, even after it's dead. Number 5. Scary but wholesome. Catfish are insane predators that can even take humans down effortlessly. That's why catching these out in the wild is a pretty big deal. These guys were trying to find any catfish on their fishing trip in 2015. But what they got was one of the biggest ones ever recorded. This catfish measured a whopping 8.5 feet and weighed 250 pounds. If it wanted to, it could have easily taken all of these men down, but it didn't, and they returned the favor by giving it a little goodbye kiss and releasing it back into the water. Number 4. Maniac fish. You shouldn't generally judge a book by its cover, but with the Goliath tigerfish, it's more than fair to do so. This fish looks terrifying with its giant body and sizable teeth. They're like these massive killing machines that pretty much kill at the speed of light. They're so strong that not a lot of people have actually managed to capture one of these. But this man caught one in the Congo River in 2013. And, well, almost a decade has gone by, but not a lot of catches have come even remotely close to this beast. Number 3. A slippery one. Eels are really just snakes of the sea that just so happen to be able to shock you too. These fishermen caught a massive electric eel on their fishing trip in 2018. When they put it up to the camera, you can really see how they've got bodies like snakes, but faces like tiny alligators, and the teeth to match. Looking at these is terrifying enough, but if you're brave enough to touch them, you might just get a jolt of electricity running through your veins. Number 2. Unbelievably huge. The arapaima is a fish that just starts off on the wrong foot. It's huge and uses its size to its advantage by running into every situation with aggression first, and then figuring out if it wants to relax and trust or not, which also makes it hard to catch. However, these men from India were able to catch a 120-pound arapaima in 2019 using a net and their bare hands. Seeing the sheer size of this thing, it has to be one of the most terrifying fish ever caught. Number 1. Vampire. Vampires are scary, but they're not real. However, this vampire fish is. This insane catch was caught in 2020, and, well, one look at it and you see why it's called the vampire fish. Those fangs are ginormous, and paired with their super strong jaws, they could sink their teeth into anything they want and leave nothing but a vampire bite behind. Alright, comment below which of these freaked you out the most. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to TRJ, and we'll see you in the next one.